lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You can please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you very much. To determine a quorum, I'll ask Vanessa to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Steelvogel?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here, we do have a quorum. As long as there's two of us here, we can conduct our business.
We can move forward.
Couple housekeeping items. We would ask if you have any type of electronic communication device, if you're kind enough to put it on the vibrate or silent mode. We thank you for that courtesy. And we'll note that we have 2 periods for public comment, one in just a few moments and then one prior to the conclusion of the meeting. And we welcome public comments. Ask that they be related, your comments or questions be related to county government matters, if you would be so kind. Next on the agenda would be row officer reports and comments. None of our row officers are in attendance today. For public comment, I'll see if anybody has any public comment so far. Hearing none. Thank you. Under fiscal and contractual, we have 3 warrant registers that have been provided to us by the Controller's Office, dated December 6th, 7, and 8. It's a listing of the checks that have been processed through the Controller's Office, and we'll take a minute or 2 to look them over. And Loretta, if you have any questions, we'd certainly welcome them.
I have no questions, and I will move that we accept the warrant registers.
Thank you very much. You're a little faster than me today.
Well, that last one is
Oh, yeah, it
pretty
is.
much just that, yeah.
Not much on the last one.
Right.
I will second your motion for acceptance and ask, if there are no questions, I'll ask Vanessa to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Steelvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you, Vanessa. Next on the agenda, we have the minutes of the December 6th Commissioners meeting. And again, we'll give both Loretta and myself an opportunity to look them over. And then whenever you're ready, Loretta, we can accept a motion to adopt the minutes. While you're looking them over, I have one adjustment to make. Would be the 3rd page, just to make note, and we will ultimately take the appropriate steps in terms of a legal ad. When we put together the list of commissioner meetings in 2023, we neglected to note the fact that the 4th of July this year falls on a Tuesday. So the courthouse is closed on the 4th of July. So maybe we can just enter in the record that will be closed that day. And then at the appropriate time, we will run a legal ad to that effect, because the legal ad listing our meetings next year has already been in the paper.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to make an additional, submit an additional ad to that effect. But I do want to note for the record that on the 4th of July, 2023, which is a Tuesday, the Board of Commissioners will not meet.
And I will move to accept the minutes as written.
Thank you, Loretta, and I'll offer a second to your motion. Any other comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Steelvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Under written communications, we have received 2 documents over the last week. The first comes to us from a company known as Civil and Environmental Consultants, and they are based in Moon Township in Allegheny County. They are providing us with Act 14 notification, which is required by the Department of Environmental Protection, relative to an application for a national pollutant discharge elimination system for the purpose of discharge of industrial stormwater for a company located in New Beaver Borough, Aileron Nuclear Services on State Route 18 in New Beaver Borough. It is signed by Benjamin Blasingame, project manager, and Thomas Mayer, vice president of civil and environmental consultants. The second document that we received is a public notice from the Allegheny Mineral Corporation, which is based in Katanning, Pennsylvania. They're notifying us that they propose to conduct overburden and production blasting in compliance with all state and federal laws at its surface mining operations located in Slippery Rock Township, Lawrence County. May I have a motion to accept both of these documents?
So moved.
I will second. Loretta, any comments or concerns?
No.
All in favor of accepting these documents, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign, and that motion carries. We move on to commissioner reports and comments, and it looks like I get to go first today. At this time, I don't believe I have anything. If something comes to my mind, I'll speak up. But with that, Loretta, I'll see if you have any comments today.
Same here.
Okay,
Same here.
great. Thank you.
Sure.
Under new business, Mike, I don't want to keep you waiting, but I see you're the third one down, so these first two shouldn't take very long.
No, that's fine.
The first proposed resolution is the fixing of the tax rate for calendar year 2023, specifically the property tax rate. This ties in with the fact that you may recall that a week ago we introduced the proposed budget for 2023. We will plan to vote to adopt that budget on December 29, which is a Thursday, because the law requires us to have that budget on public display. But given the fact that, as we noted last week, the proposed budget is balanced and it does not necessitate any change in the existing tax rate. So this proposed resolution, which is number 412, thank you. It would note that the property tax rate for the general purposes or the general fund would be 7.528 mils. For debt purposes, it would be 0.646 mils. And for what is known as special purposes, which is the dollars that are earmarked for the three libraries in the county, the one in downtown Newcastle, the one in the borough of Elwood City, and the Bessemer area library out in North Beaver Township, that figure is 0.135 mils. When you add those up, the total millage of property tax, the rate is 8.309 mils. And as noted, that is concurrent with the current tax rate in 2022. So the rate will not change at all, assuming we adopt this.
Right.
So is there a motion for resolution 412?
So moved.
I'll second, and I'll see if Loretta has any comments.
No comments.
Okay, thank you. I'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Resolution 413, this involves the health insurance coverage that the county offers to our county employees. For many years, I know back when I started, employees, there were no employee contributions towards health insurance. And over the course of the last 7 or 8 years, we've slowly implemented a contribution rate. And currently for 2022, that rate for non-union management and county compensated elected officials for this current year has been 5%. This resolution would propose taking that to 6%. Now, I want to make clear, that 6% is not 6% of the employee's income.
Correct.
It's 6% of the cost of the insurance, the health insurance.
Yes.
And it corresponds, by and large, corresponds with what we have in our union contracts. There might be a slight variance with one or two of them, if I recall.
Well, they're still being negotiated.
That's true. There are a
So
couple
that
that,
is-
that's right.
We're just trying to get everyone in line so that union and non-union are paying the same.
Same percentage, yes. So this
Which
was,
in the scheme of things is minimal
Yeah.
compared to the insurance that we have.
that's right. So this proposed resolution would take that employee contribution towards the healthcare from 5 to 6%. It would also establish for any non-union management or county compensation elected official who is hired or takes office after January 1 of 2023, it would require a 10% contribution, 10% of the cost of the insurance for health, vision, and dental. Again, these are for people that are new.
Right.
So to make it very clear, for those who are currently employed, their percentage of contribution towards their health insurance only,
Only.
will go from 5 to 6% of the cost of the insurance. There is no current contribution on the part of current employees for either dental or vision. That remains the same. However, as noted, for new employees, non-union management, and any county compensated elected officials who come on board after January 1, that rate will be 10%. Hope I made that clear,
Mhm.
and I'll turn it over to Loretta for either a motion or comments or both.
I think you made it very clear, so I will just move that we adopt resolution.
For 13.
Okay, I will make that motion.
Thank you. And I will offer a second to that motion. Any further discussion? We'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Mr. Grippo, good morning.
Good morning.
We're glad
To
to
the
have you.
bitter end, to the bitter end.
That's all right.
You have a proposed resolution 414, which would involve a Mr. David Gloss, this would be a contract with Mr. David Gloss. This pertains to legal services, but I'll let you elaborate.
Right. He's an assistant solicitor to Nora. He's been with us last year. His contract runs from January 1st to December 31st.
Incidentally, I apologize to you and anybody watching. I neglected to point out that the matter that we're talking about pertains to the Lawrence County Children and Youth Services Department. I did not make that clear at the outset. So
Right.
Mike works for CYS, and that's why he's here today. So forgive my interruption.
No, that's basically it, to renew his contract for another year to assist Nora.
And Counselor Gloss his rate of pay will not exceed $20,000 per year to be paid in 12 equal monthly payments.
Right.
And I believe there are no benefits involved with this. To the best of my knowledge, there are no benefits.
Not that.
Okay. Loretta, questions for Mike?
No, I just think that continuing with the contracted services, it eases Nora's burden, Solicitor DeBuona's burden, and helps to move our cases through the court system.
Right.
So it definitely needed at this time, yes.
Again, this is a renewal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to know?
No.
All righty. Well, that being said, I'll ask for a motion,
So moved.
and I will second. Any further discussion, Loretta?
No.
Ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion does carry, and
Thank you, Mike.
always a pleasure to see you.
Always.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Same to you.
Same to you.
You and yours. The next resolution, number 415, that we will consider, in fact, the next two come from the Department of Public Safety. We were advised that Director Strobel had a conflict and could not be here today, but it was noted that both of these matters that we are discussing are existing, and this would be renewals. The first being a contract with OnSolve LLC. They will provide subscription-based web application services or software as a service, procurements not to exceed the total amount of $8,197.33. This is a license with this organization. They are based in Ormond Beach, Florida, and this includes uninterrupted code red system access, as well as other services explained in the cost proposal itself. But as we were noted, this is a renewal. Let me see if Loretta has any questions.
No questions.
Would you be willing to move for this motion,
So
for this proposal?
yes, so moved.
Thank you, and I will second Loretta's motion for proposed resolution 415. If there are no other questions or comments, I'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. The next item from Public Safety is also a contract renewal. This organization is known as BEARCOM, BEARCOM. They are based in Dallas, Texas. We have an existing contract with them. The dollar amount of the contract is $67,694.10. This is for the calendar year 2023. I'm trying to recall what service BEARCOM provides, and I don't believe it's listed in this proposed resolution. I recognize the name of the
I was going
company.
to say the same thing.
We had
Yes, I know
Chad
it's a
here before.
renewal
He's-
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you willing to move forward, or would you prefer to wait a week? It's you know.
No, I feel pretty secure with the
Okay.
fact that if it's came from Chad to here and it's a renewal of a contract that we've had year after year.
Yeah, I don't know if this helps you or not. There's
okay.
not much to get. There
Let's
is
take a look.
a few things listed that says cameras.
Okay, thank you very much. The service agreement. A lot of words here I don't recognize. Control base, MTR repeater, MTR receiver,
What's the radio systems?
control
Wow.
base, digital gateway, console, Daniel's paging base. That's not me, not this Daniel. Zetron model 640, Zetron
Yeah,
model
yes,
2100.
Mhm.
I feel like it's NASA.
Yeah,
We're doing a spaceship or
if
something.
you're in their control room, sure, with the dispatchers are at, it is pretty intense, yes.
Server, CCTV,
Yes.
CCTV switcher, pan and tilt unit, microwave site, PTZ camera, and access camera. So I think
Yes.
that gives us a better
Yes,
feel. Do you need to see this?
I do not.
Okay.
I should have known that without having to even think about it, yes.
And I can't recall, did you make the motion?
I did.
And did I second it?
No.
I will second it. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Vanessa. That's helpful.
Good.
It's been moved and seconded for proposed resolution 416. Are there any other comments or concerns? I'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. We have some proposed budget amendments to consider. The first would be resolution 417. And this pertains to children and youth services, unanticipated or unbudgeted revenue, I should say, of $5,000 towards CYS Critical Commodities Revenue Fund account. And then we would add that $5,000 and then apply it towards the CYS Critical Commodities Expense Fund account in the same amount, $5,000. Is there a motion for resolution 417?
So moved.
Thank you. I'll second and see if you have any concerns. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. The next resolution 418 is also a budget amendment pertaining to the hotel tax. As we've noted at previous meetings, the county by law is permitted to levy a hotel tax, which is applied to hotels, bed and breakfasts, and Airbnbs as well. Most counties levy this. I think anybody that stays at a hotel, if you look at your itemized statement, you'll usually see a county hotel tax. The purpose is primarily to assist our tourism agency, which is Visit Lawrence County. And usually, and this is actually good news because we're seeing an increase in the revenue line item of $8,000, which was not budgeted, which means more people are staying in our county, and that's a good thing. And then this resolution then would apply that $8,000 towards the hotel tax expense fund account. And again, the bulk of that revenue does go to our tourist promotion agency, which is now known as Visit Lawrence County, and they do tremendous work. And you're on their board, so do you have anything to add over and above this?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Would you be willing to make a motion for resolution 418?
So moved.
Thank you, and I will second. And if there are no other comments or concerns, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Resolution 419, once again, a budget amendment. This involves the district attorney's office, unbudgeted, unanticipated revenue of $553.47. And that same amount then would be earmarked for the district attorney's approval fund expense fund line item in the same amount. This is resolution 419. Is there a motion?
So moved.
I'll second, and I'll see if Loretta has any thoughts or concerns. Okay, we'll do a roll call then.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Resolution 420 is a proposed budget transfer. The dollar amount is $503.18. And this is to pay invoices for USA Choice Internet. And we're taking that dollar amount, again, $503.18. It's going to a number of different departments, the assessor's office, the commissioners, the courts, personnel, which is HR, and I believe that last one would be planning. Is that how you would read that?
It is.
It is. Okay, thank you. The dollar amount is $503.18. This is resolution 420. Could I have a motion?
So moved.
I will second, and I'll see if Loretta has any concerns.
No questions.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. And then we will walk through the following proposed fund transfers. As I go through these, if you have any questions, just stop me, please.
Got it.
The first one is from the tax claim office. They are asking for a $125 transfer from contracted consultants to land and building rental. That's within their budget. Secondly, Children and Youth Services. This is to cover transportation costs for children to school of origin and also to cover electric costs. This is coming from CYS's contingency line item. $3,000 of it is going to client transportation, $1,001 towards electric. The total amount of the transfer is $4,001. Next, also Children and Youth Services. This is to cover adoption subsidy expenses. And it's a $100,000 transfer from foster care payments to that of adoption subsidies. And I know, as Commissioner Boyd noted, I think at last week's meeting, at the end of the year, you'll see some of these more significant transfers. But the good news is that in this case particularly, it's all within their budget, and they had a surplus in one line item, able to handle the need in the other. The courts are asking for a $13,100 transfer. $3,100 of that is coming from their maintenance and repair line item, and $10,000 is coming from their transcripts line item. That $13,100 total is going towards their subscriptions line item. And I believe then, that's it. Those are the transfers that we have in front of us. Loretta, would you wish to make a motion to approve them?
So moved.
Thank you. I'll second, and then I'll see if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, thank you. We'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. We have a few announcements to make. At this time, the commissioners are scheduled to meet a week from today, Tuesday, December 20 at 10 a.m. here in this room, open to the public. Tomorrow, Wednesday, December 14 at 12 noon, the Lawrence County Planning Commission will meet at Gallows Restaurant on Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. And I did find out they do have a quorum. You may have seen the
Okay,
email they
yes.
were trying to get, they
Yes.
have a quorum, so that's
Okay,
the good
good.
news. Let me ask Commissioner Spielvogel, do you know at this time if there is a prison board meeting?
At this time, there is.
And that's a week from tomorrow.
Yes.
On the 21st. At this time, prison board is scheduled for Wednesday, December 21, 12 noon in this room. Commissioner Spielvogel chairs that board. And then for the Christmas holiday, the courthouse will be closed on Friday, December 23, as well as Monday, December 26, and Tuesday, December 27. And since we're not open on 27, which is a Tuesday when we would normally meet, we've already advertised and we made note that on the 29th, Thursday the 29th, 10 o'clock, commissioners will meet in this room.
Yes.
For public comment, today we don't have an audience. Mr. Grippo was here on business and he headed back to his
Yes.
office, so the room, other than who you see here, the room is empty. It's a busy time of year for people.
Right.
But let me see if Commissioner Spielvogel has any closing comments.
I do not, thank you.
Thank you. Joe, anything?
No, sir.
No, sir. And Vanessa, anything we've missed?
Nope.
All righty. Well, we thank you all for those who might be viewing us. And Joe and Vanessa, thanks for the work you do in putting this all together. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I will second. All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Very good.